all these communists in Hollywood. I'm telling you.
Hollywood's
Pretty sad. He's all about the turf. I don't know what to think.
Politician, that's what the thing is.
Me. Testing 1, 2, 3.
Could be right here on the screen.
Hello. Testing. Good. Yeah, it's gonna be pretty soon. Gang, let's have a good show tonight. Again, Bruce. Appreciate you staying over.
That could be iffy.
Welcome, studio audience. We will begin our live broadcast of Lux Radio Theater in a few moments. Please make sure you silence anything that might make noise and interrupt the radio broadcast. Also, if there's an emergency, we have exits on both sides and the way you came in, and there are also exits in the way back, but I don't think you can get to those anyway. Feel free to laugh loud so that our radio audience at home can hear, so that the mics will pick that up. If you made a donation at the door, thank you. If you would like to make a donation, there is a QR code in the program, and you're welcome to make a donation. All donations will be split between us and the venue. And without further ado, Lux Radio Theater.
WOTP presents Lux Radio Theater.
WOTP Franklin.
Tonight on Lux Radio Theater, we bring you two stories straight from Hollywood. First, how would you like to run a chicken farm? Oh, get away from it all. Enjoy the peace and quiet of the country. Relax and let the chickens do all the work. Oh, such a blissful and serene life. You don't believe it? Well now, let's have a look at a charming young couple who tried it and, as a result, hatched a best-selling novel called The Egg and I, from which came Universal International's recent blockbuster of the same name, starring Franklin College alumna Marjorie Main as Ma Kettle. From Lux Radio Theater, we bring this charming movie straight to your living room, complete with all the cows, pigs, goats, and chickens from the original film. If you read the book, you'll doubtless recall that Betty McDonald felt a little disoriented when she moved to the farm, as anyone would when moving to a new place.
Hello, can I help you?
Hello, I'm Mrs. Smith, your neighbor. I wanted to welcome you to the neighborhood, and I brought you a Jell-O ring. It has avocado, grapefruit, and mayonnaise and lime Jell-O.
That sounds delicious, Mrs. Smith. I haven't met many of the neighbors yet, except for the strange old Dr. Otten down the street. I'm new to Franklin, and I would love to get to know the town better. Could you tell me a little bit about the area?
Why, I can do better than that. Why don't we head over to the Johnson County Museum of History? You can learn all about pharmacies of the 1920s, the brave soldiers during the Civil War, and the covered wagon of the pioneers.
A covered wagon? I bet that's how old Dr. Otten came to Franklin.
There's even a Victorian dollhouse that the kiddies will love to look at.
That sounds lovely, Mrs. Smith, but I'm afraid I have to watch my pin money.
Oh, you don't have to worry about that. The Johnson County Museum of History is free.
Well, let's go to the Johnson County Museum of History now. Well, after we have some of this delightful Jell-O ring.
At the Johnson County Museum, at the Johnson County Museum, Jell-O ring.
And now, on with the show. WOTP and Lux Radio Theater presents The Egg and I. A few months after the war was over, a young man named Bob came home to Seattle, married a girl named Betty, and swept her off on a honeymoon. Now, on their first night as man and wife,
Betty,
Yes, darling.
Betty, did you ever think about how we're going to spend the rest of our lives?
Whatever my husband wants is fine with me.
Well, the question is, are we going to trod the old paths or break new roads into the wilderness?
I don't know which.
Well, you know, honey, when you're lying in a foxhole, you've got plenty of time to think things out. You know what I said to myself? I said, just exactly what have Saddle, Finch, Tanner, Pease, and Stuck to do with all this? You know, the people I work for. And do you know what the answer was? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. And that's why I'm not going back to Saddle, Finch, Tanner, Pease, and Stuck.
You aren't?
No, I'm not. Betty, do you know what a fella thinks about when he's lying out there in the mud with the bombs bursting all around him?
I'd be thinking about you.
Well, he thinks about the things that really count, like love and food and babies and things growing out of the ground. He thinks about cows and horses and do you know what I dreamt about, Betty?
Tell me, darling.
Chickens.
Chickens?
Chickens, just you and me and thousands of chickens. Every one of them laying eggs all day long.
But what on earth would we do with that many eggs?
Well, why, we'd sell them, of course, darling. I bought a chicken farm. It's way up in the mountains, miles from everywhere. 40 beautiful fertile acres.
Oh, well, that sounds fine. We'll go there every weekend,
Weekend? Honey, we're gonna live there. All the time. We're gonna raise chickens.
We are?
You bet we are.
Oh.
And I bought a truck, honey. We can take all of our things and still have plenty of room for the cow.
A cow?
Yeah, and a goat too. And maybe a couple of sheep. We'll leave for the mountains day after tomorrow. Oh, Betty, I knew you'd just be crazy about the idea.
Yes, crazy.
How's the livestock doing in the back there, honey?
Oh, they're doing fine. They love it.
Good. Now, where was I? Oh, yeah. Now, of course, our profit will vary, Betty. The percentage of cockerels is a vital factor in determining the cost of each pullet. So you got to keep watching for those little combs to break out of the shells.
Oh, we'll watch, all right, won't we?
Well, I'll say we will. And then you separate them, fatten them up, dress them, and off to market they go. Hey, say, what do you think of the scenery, Betty? Just look over there. Just look.
Oh, Bob, my hat.
Huh?
It blew in the back of the truck. Oh, Bob, it's my new hat.
Oh, well, we'll get it later, dear.
Well, now the goat's eating it.
Oh, well, don't worry, honey. It won't hurt him. Hey, Betty. Hey, Betty, wake up.
What? What's happened? What's the matter?
Get ready, honey.
Oh, are we there?
Almost. Now close your eyes. I want to surprise you.
My eyes were closed.
Well, close them again. Here we are, honey. This is it. Open your eyes.
Oh.
Well, what's the matter?
Oh, darling, for a minute, I thought that was the house, that shambles over there.
But that is the house.
Oh. Oh, well, I guess it just needs a coat of paint.
Yeah. Now come on, get out of the truck. You know, the agent told me there isn't another house like this in the whole county.
Yeah, I can see what he meant.
Up on the porch now. Isn't it wonderful, Betty?
Yes.
This is what I dreamed of, carrying you over the threshold.
Oh.
Up you go.
Bob.
Now I'll open the door. It's a good, tight-fitting door, isn't it?
Maybe it's locked, darling.
Locked? Who bothers with locks in God's country?
Darling, you'd better put me down.
Yeah, I guess I better. I'll have to force it a little, I guess. Now stand back, honey.
Well, now be careful.
Yeah, I'll just get a little running start. Ow! Ooh, ow!
Oh, Bob. Darling, are you all right?
Oh, sure, I'm all right. Well, Betty, what do you think of it? Hasn't it got a lot of character? Now this stairway goes up to the attic, and that's the bedroom over there, and this is the living room. Nice sized room, huh?
Oh, Bob, are those bats?
Oh, well, what's a few bats? Hiya, fellas. Now, just look at those floors, Betty. You won't have to do a thing to them. Just scrub and polish them. Oh, and here's the dining room in here. Boy, they sure don't build houses like this nowadays.
No, they've got building inspectors nowadays.
What'd you say, dear?
Oh, I said that nowadays.
Hey, Betty, just look at this table. Solid oak. Strong as Gibraltar.
Well, isn't there any kitchen?
Kitchen? Ha! You just come out here and see. Well, here we are. Isn't it something? A real old-fashioned kitchen. None of that streamlined nonsense. No, sir. This is the kind of place where you can really get down to living. No running water, no frigid air, just plenty of elbow room.
Oh, what was that?
What?
Oh, that was the dining room table.
Oh.
Gibraltar just collapsed.
Oh, well, I'll fix it in no time. Now, Betty, look out the window here. That's the chicken house over there on the right. And isn't that some pig pen over there?
Oh, yeah.
Kind of close to the house, maybe, but I can move it easily. Compact little layout, huh? Yeah, it needs a little sprucing up, some paint and a few patches. Hey, well, come on. I'll show you the rest of the house.
You mean there's more?
Oh, it keeps getting better and better. Now those steps there, they go down to the cellar. Oh, well, I guess the steps must have fallen down. I'll build some new ones and...
Well, what's down there?
Nothing but shelves, Betty, for those hundreds and hundreds of jars of preserves that you're going to put up. Now, over here, here's something you're going to treasure the rest of your life.
Oh, what is it?
My honey, it's the stove.
It's got eyes.
Oh, those are just ornaments. Kind of look like eyes, those, don't they?
You mean that's the stove?
I knew you'd never seen one like it before. Just look at it. She's aching for a big side of beef or a pot full of soup or a couple dozen loaves of bread. Oh, fresh bread. Oh, I can smell it already. Oh, Betty, you're going to have a wonderful time with that stove. Well, now, come on. You can get to the bedroom right through there.
I don't think that stove likes me.
Betty!
Oh, I'm coming. Oh, Bob, the stove just threw something at me. Where are you?
On the floor here. I'm just propping up the bedpost. Kind of gave way a little. There we are. Oh, now, just try this bed, Betty. Just try it. We'll sit on it.
Oh, yes, dear.
Isn't it a wonderful old piece?
Oh, well, it's kind of noisy, don't you think?
Oh, move over, honey. Oh. Well, do I deserve a kiss for snapping this place up, or don't I?
Oh, of course, darling.
Isn't this the life, Betty?
Oh, I guess so, once you get used to it.
Oh, I knew you'd be surprised.
Oh, say, something just hit me on the nose.
Oh, well, what do you know? It's raining.
What do you know? Right through the roof.
Well, we better stay in the bedroom, darling. It's hardly leaking in here at all. Oh, gesundheit.
Oh, I'm freezing.
Oh, well, you'd better put this other blanket around you. You catching cold? Well, you must have been sitting in a draft somewhere.
Yeah, I must have.
Well, you just climb into that wonderful old bed and relax.
Oh, maybe I'd better.
Just smell that wonderful fresh air. Well, the first night in our own house. Just think, Betty, this is probably where we'll spend the rest of our lives. Doesn't it give you a wonderful feeling of security? Now, here's the calendar. Everything's got to be scheduled. By next June, we should have at least a half dozen suckling pigs. We'll have a calf in July. And then, along about August, we can begin to figure on more important offspring.
Oh, darling.
500 or 600 of them.
500 or 600 what?
Like chicks, of course.
Oh, well, I'd like to raise something besides chickens, you know.
Oh, well, we'll have plenty of those too, honey. At least 4 or maybe even 5. 3 boys and 2 girls, huh?
Oh, all at once?
Oh, no, one at a time. Let's schedule the first one for, let's say a year from today. How's that? May the 11th.
Oh, well, that sounds like a good day for it. Look, it's Mother's Day.
Well, what do you know? Betty. Hey, Betty. Come on, wake up. Hey, you gonna lie there in bed forever? Come on, get out of there.
Yes, darling. Pull up the shades, will you?
Huh? What shades?
Well, it's still night out.
Night? What do you mean night? It's 4:30. Half the morning's gone. I just let you loll in bed because it's your first day. But from now on, you're going to have to be up at 4 o'clock every morning sharp. Oh, now come on, roll out, honey. I've got breakfast already.
Bob, where are you?
Up here on the roof. I fixed the front door and the table. Now I've got the roof
Oh, Bob, your foot. Where's your foot?
Huh?
Oh, there it is.
Where?
It's just above me through the porch.
Well, defective shingle, I guess. Don't worry, I'll have it fixed in no time.
What are you doing, darling?
I'm cutting down a tree.
Well, whatever for. It's a lovely tree.
Well, it's too close to the chicken house.
Oh, don't you think it's kind of awful to cut down a tree?
Now look, Betty, we're not running a park here, you know. Now stand back so the chips don't fly in your face.
Well, say, isn't it going to crash down on the chicken house?
No, it's not going to crash down on the chicken house.
Well, it looks like it to me.
Look, darling, you take care of the kitchen and I'll take care of the tree. What do you say?
All right, well, I just thought, that's all.
Honey, it so happens that I spent a whole summer in a logging camp once. I've watched experts fell tree after tree.
Well, just the same.
Look, dear, it's not guesswork. It's a matter of science. It's a question of leverages and weights and balances, which I've worked out to the nth degree. Now, that tree is not going to fall on the chicken house. It's going to fall right over there. And if you don't believe me, just watch and see.
Okay. Here it comes, Bob.
Oh, now stand back, honey. Timber!
Bob, it's swaying in the wrong direction.
Oh, what do you mean? Wait, no, it's not supposed to. No. Very funny.
Howdy, missus.
Oh, good morning.
Just dropped in to say howdy.
Well, howdy.
Doing some gardening, I see.
Yes.
What you planting?
Oh, some lettuce here and carrots over there and corn there right under your wagon wheels.
Oh, run over the furrow, did I?
Yes, you did.
I'm your neighbor. Kettle's the name. Folks call me Pa.
Oh, you must be Tom's father.
Yes, I am.
Oh, Tom's been a wonderful help to us here. I'm glad we were able to hire him, and I'm glad to know you, Pa.
Hello.
Bob, meet Pa Kettle.
Just dropped in to say howdy.
Well, howdy.
Long as we're neighbors, you can count on us for anything you might be needing. Just stop in and ask for it, you know.
Well, thanks, Mr. Cattle.
What's that you got there on your truck? Timber, eh? Building something?
Yeah, we're putting up a new chicken coop.
What happened to the old one?
It was destroyed by a system of leverages, weights, and balances. Worked out to the nth degree.
Huh? Well, I wouldn't mind having a few of them two-by-fours.
Well, help yourself.
I won't be needing more than 2 or so. Give me a holt here, will you?
Well, I'll get them for you. 2, you said?
Better throw in a couple more, just in case. You know, afraid I'll be needing a couple pounds of nails. Ain't got none to fit a 2x4.
Oh, well, I guess I could let you have a couple of pounds.
And let's see, hammer and saw. The kids have been using the saw. Plumb ruined the edge.
Well, come around to the barn. I'll see what I can lend you.
You sure you won't be needing any paint?
Come to think of it, you got any red you can spare?
No, we've only got green.
Green will do. I ain't particular. You say the barn, neighbor? I'll drive the wagon right back there.
Say, Betty, I've been looking at the egg charts. Have you been collecting those eggs regularly?
No, the hens won't let me.
What do you mean they won't let you?
Well, no, they won't. Oh, Bob, couldn't I do something else?
Oh, well, that's silly, Betty. There's nothing difficult about it. Come on in the hen house. I'll show you. Now, all you do is put your hand in the nest and take out the eggs like this.
Well, they don't act like that when I do it. Now you watch. There. Now you see, they even bite me.
Well, that's funny. You must have the wrong attitude. Chickens sense things in people, you know.
Well, frankly, I think they're stuck on you and resent me.
Well, maybe I'd better collect the eggs. Have you fed the pig yet?
Well, no, I was going to,
Well,
but...
Cleopatra's never going to get fat if you don't feed her, you know.
Oh, she's fat as a pig right now, but all right, lover, you stay with your girlfriends and I'll feed Cleopatra. Okay, Cleopatra, now come on and get it. Well, get out of the mud and come over here. Well, it's food, Dopey. Come on. Cleopatra, you come right back here. You either get back in that pen or I'll do something you'll be very sorry for. No, get out of that puddle. Isn't the mud in your pen good enough? All right, I'm going to drag you out by the ears. Cleopatra, no! Oh, now look what you did. You come right back here. Come back.
Having any difficulty?
Oh no. I just take my mud packs the hard way.
Maybe I could help. Here, pig, 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 pig. Here, piggy, 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 piggy. Here, pig, pig, pig. There you are. She's back in the pen.
Well, you certainly have a way with pigs.
Oh, hello. I'm Harriet Putnam, Bella Vista Ranch.
Oh, you have that fancy place down the road, huh?
That's right.
Well, this is my wife, Betty.
Pardon me if I don't rise.
You're going to have a lovely place here once you get it fixed up. It has loads of possibilities. Mind if I look around?
Oh, not at all. Come on.
It's going to be so nice having real people around here for a change.
Betty, you better get cleaned up. That isn't exactly perfume you're covered with.
Hoeing fields, chasing cows, milking goats, tending pigs, and now a glamour puss. Oh, I'm so mad. And I thought eggs were something you bought at the grocery store.
Oh, goodness. Betty may not like getting muddy, but Cleopatra sure does. Do you know who else loves getting muddy? Children.
Mother, I made you a mud pie.
Oh, darling, wonderful.
Eat it, and here's some coffee.
Mud in my fiesta wear?
Why, Mrs. Jones, your Sally sure likes to get muddy. Did you know that she can take a pottery class at Waterworks Studio?
Waterworks Studio? Where's that?
Waterworks Studio is at the Nook in Trafalgar. Miss Amanda will help Sally make some lovely items to keep or give as gifts.
Fred could use a new ashtray.
Oh, she'll make something much better than that at Waterworks Studio at the Nook. Miss Amanda offers lessons for adults too. You and Mr. Jones could take a class together.
Oh, I'm not nearly as excited about mud as Sally is.
You can also buy lovely items at the Nook made by Miss Amanda. She is a true artist. She has vases, mugs, bowls, and other gifts.
Oh, I have my fiesta wear.
Oh, trust me, Mrs. Jones, everything tastes better out of Waterworks.
Even my mud pies?
Yes, even your mud pies.
Do-wop-shi-do, do-wop-shi-do, Waterworks Studio, the Nook.
That amazing and durable mechanism which is the human body can withstand even the incredible onslaughts of a chicken farm. At least Betty has made this remarkable discovery as she finds herself still alive and reasonably active after harrowing weeks of captivity in the land of the leghorn and the realm of the rooster. Now, on a cool summer morning, her husband takes time out to make a studied observation.
Oh, you know, Betty, you look wonderful. You're beautiful.
Oh, come on now.
I mean it. You see what this mountain air has done for you? And regular hours and a little physical exercise?
A little physical exercise.
Well, don't you feel different?
Oh, brother, do I? Anyway, I still love you, I think.
Well, you ought to. Just wait till you see what I brought home.
Oh, what?
I bought him from Doc Wilson.
Oh, Bob, a dog!
Yeah.
Oh.
Wonderful hunting dog, but he's terribly vicious. Now you've got to watch out for him.
Oh, he doesn't look vicious to me.
Oh, he doesn't, eh? Oh, Betty, now don't touch him. He's bitten just about everybody in town.
Oh, honest? Well, what's his name?
Sport.
Hiya, Sport.
Oh, Betty, I told you not to touch him. I tell you, he's dangerous. Now.
Oh.
Takes a steady nerve to handle an animal like this.
Oh, he looks awfully sweet to me.
Sweet, huh? Sport, did you hear what she called you? Sweet. See what I mean?
Oh, but he's got such big brown eyes.
Ah, such long white teeth. But don't worry, I'll show him who's master around here.
All right, you do that, darling. I'll go feed the chickens.
Oh, morning, Miss Betty.
Oh, hello, Tom. Well, what on earth is that?
Oh, it's just a contraption I rigged up, kind of an automatic feeder.
Say, you're a regular Edison or somebody.
No, I just like to fool around with tools and things.
Better than farming?
Oh, much.
Oh, put her there, partner. I like anything better than farming. Say, didn't school open today?
Oh, I finished school last spring. I sort of hoped I could go to college, but there's not much chance of that.
Well, why not?
Well, Ma needs someone around the house. You know how Pa is.
Well, yes, I know how Pa is, but your mother, You know, I think I'll go have a talk with her, maybe tomorrow.